Crazies special Valentine's Day edition.
Happy Valentine's Day, Red.
Happy Valentine's Day, Rachel.
It's going to be a heartwarming and remarkable episode full of raw beef.
There's only one way to a woman's heart, and that's with raw beef.
You're at the joint. We are brought to you by the Fusion Pit, Crash Burn Guitars, Shipwreck Entertainment, Devil Inside Productions, Lisa's Book Nook, and your face, of course.
So today we're going to be showing you how to cook. Or actually, I lied. We're just going to be preparing steak tartare, one of my favorites. But before we get to the steak, I'm going to show you how to create the panini to sit it upon.
It's a beautiful thing, and we're going to start with some beautiful French bread that we have sliced quickly. You can do this with a nice bread knife. You can pick this up at your local grocery store. And then what are you doing now, Rick?
I am drizzling.
He's drizzling, baby.
My EVOO, you know, as that one lady would say.
Extra virgin olive oil.
That's right. You just want that drizzled all over it.
So we've preheated the oven to about 350. We're going to stick that in there after we spice it up with a little bit of what you got there.
Just a tiny bit of Italian seasoning.
So you're looking at oregano, rosemary, basil, and a little bit of
thyme.
garlic.
A little bit of thyme.
A little bit of thyme.
That's right.
And
then this is just a quick dash of garlic powder, not too much. You're going to want to not over season this because you're going to be putting the steak tartare right on top of this.
And that has
some garlic. And the steak tartare has onions and garlic, and it's very flavorful. So, as soon as we come back, we'll show you how to prepare the steak tartare.
It's coming up right now. With the Crazies. There's going to be some awesome going on in here. Now, this is something very interesting that I have never had a taste of, actually. It's a steak tartare. Can you tell us about it?
It's basically, it's similar to sushi. It's raw beef. And there is a disclaimer on this. Make sure you know where you're getting your beef, because if you're not getting it from a local butcher, you don't know where it's coming from, then I don't suggest this. But I just bought this from a local butcher. You get the finest quality of meat that you can, the leanest, a top sirloin or maybe a London broil, and take whatever excess fat that's on it off of it. And then I usually put the meat in the fridge for about 30 minutes, or actually in the freezer for about 30 minutes to get it nice and firm. And then you slice it up as thin as you can. You know, you're trying to get it pretty paper thin. We're just gonna, I'll slice up the rest of that here real fast. And this is a real simple recipe. It's made within like 5 minutes. I mean, if you have all the ingredients, which I'm gonna show you here in just a second once I get the rest of this chopped up. That's good.
Now, this is raw beef, so do be aware that that is happening, but there are a lot of cultures and a lot of folks who do eat meat raw. If it's prepared in this way, then it is something that chemically cooks it, which is really interesting if you're a scientist as well.
It's important, though. I always suggest to know where your beef is coming from.
Definitely, because you want something that's organic if possible. That's the best kind. So now what you're going to do is...
The first thing I do usually is I toss in my lemon juice. Just squeeze a nice, about a tablespoon worth of lemon juice in there, maybe a little more. And next I like to add a little bit of sesame seed oil. Not too much, this is really overpowering. Just enough to add a little flavor. Splash of soy sauce.
Gives it that salty goodness right there.
Just a dash of Worcestershire.
Worcestershire sauce.
Now, I didn't have anything else with red chili peppers, but you can find these at any pizza shop, so it's really easy to pick them up. So you just toss in a package of that.
Cooking on a budget, baby.
That's right, we're cooking on a budget. This costs less than what the steak was, I think, $4. That was...
So you're looking at under $10
yeah,
at least for a really fancy, you know, gourmet meal.
This is actually originated, and they like to say it originated somewhere in East Asia, but it didn't become real popular until mid-20th century in north of France, where it became a very, it's like a delicacy dish. So I added just a little bit of pepper after that, and just a pinch of salt. Not too much, because you have the soy sauce in there. And then we're going to toss in about, I like to add a lot of onion. I put about a cup here. A cup of green onion, and then I use 3 cloves of garlic. Just toss those in there. Now, you just stir it up. If you don't mind, would you check
I was just going to do that.
the bread real fast? You don't want to burn the bread.
We are still good to go.
Just make sure that's well stirred.
3 minutes. So what this is doing to it chemically is really interesting too. It changes the flavor of it.
It changes the flavor, but also the citric acid is actually sterilizing and it chemically cooks the meat.
That's really cool. So if you know what you're doing, you can make this pretty quickly.
We'll let this sit for about 10 minutes in the fridge while the bread cooks and finishes up, and then once that's all finished, we'll put it together and we'll be right back to show you the finished product. Cooking with the Crazies. Alright, our bread is done.
We are excited. It looks wonderful.
Our steak tartare, look at that. Not too crunchy.
Perfect.
We're gonna grab our steak tartare real quick.
So again, this is just a little bit of Italian herbs, some garlic, and some extra virgin olive oil, baked in the oven about 350 for probably about 15 minutes, I would say.
Somewhere around there.
Now, this is going to be the base for your steak tartare, correct?
Yeah, basically, but remember, it's Valentine's Day, guys, so let's do something. Remember, this is for your lady. Your lady's gonna love this.
It's a delicacy from
Try to find
France.
a nice tray to put it in, something, you know, the ladies might like, I don't know.
I mean, come on, a delicacy from France? How fancy is that?
So we're just gonna arrange our little croutons around like this. Oh yeah, we may even have to stack them a little. There we go. Pile it to the sky.
Nice presentation here.
And then we're just gonna take this, toss that right in the center there. Doesn't that look delicious? Now that's ready to go. Give yourself a little hand there. Now if that doesn't get you some tonight, fellas, I don't know what will.
Oops, I'm destroying it.
That looks delicious.
Steak tartare a la Redman at thejoint.com. You're cooking with the Crazies. Yeah, you got it.
This is Rachel.
This is Redman, and this is something that you could take home to your lady and make in probably about 20 minutes. It's really quick, and it's really easy, and it's delicious. Let's try some.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. And again, it's
serve some of
for
this up for you.
any occasion. You can do this just as a nice little, honey, I made you dinner. All right. Now, this is the true test because I don't like meat at all, let alone something that hasn't been cooked. So I'm going to take the plunge here. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
That is so delicate. The flavors blend so well together.
Oh.
The crunch of the toast is, or the crouton, sorry. Oh my god.
That's a good appetizer.
This is a beautiful, beautiful dish that is just, look at how beautiful this is.
It looks pretty too.
It's very, very colorful and it's very light. It's not at all what you would expect, guys. You gotta try this. Steak tartare a la Redman on atthejoint.com.
Cooking with the Crazies.
Love you.
Next time we're going to be cooking stir fry.
That can go along with this dish. I can't get enough of it. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.